So just real excited for, as this season progresses, just how far these guys can mature together and continue to play together and share it and really enjoy it.
One thing that has been so big with you in coaching and your program is divine design. Talk about that and just what it means to you and to your team.
I don't force my faith on anybody, but I do have a faith in Christ, and I do know that as long as we're trying to do our best and living our best, the Lord says He'll direct our paths. And so whether it's with the players, with the team, it's with the season, we just try every single day to understand that God truly is in control. And as these guys go day to day, hopefully they'll see that our faith is for real, and that God does care and loves everybody, and He wants the best for all of us. And so every day I do a terrible job of trying to make a plan and then ask God to join it instead of getting on track with Him. But everything you do is by His plan, His divine design.
And then Jacob Spurlock signed with Youngstown State. Talk about him and the importance of the Mr. Basketball candidate to the program.
Jacob, he's been a joy. I've been blessed to be around him on a daily basis for 5 or 6 years. And Jacob is a kid that you would think, well, man, he gets an awful lot of notoriety or awards or scored a ton of points, but Jacob's he's a blue-collar guy that just goes to work every single day. I've been blessed to be in Boyd for 17 years, and we've had some kids that's really been committed and dedicated to the game, but he is definitely top shelf on that one. Everything that he has gotten, he has earned. Just so tickled for him to commit and sign at Youngstown State. He'll be with Ethan and Evan Faulkner and Coach Osborne and those guys, and I know that they care about him as a person more than as a player, but they're going to help develop him as a player as well, and I think it's a great fit for him. The Horizon League seems to be kind of, especially him getting started out, exactly where he needs to be, and so for him to be able to get an offer and to sign, I'm extremely happy for him and his family and for the Youngstown bunch.
Awesome. Coach Anderson, we appreciate you and thank you for your time. We'll be back here on 97.9 The River.
2025 has been a challenging year. Our customers have dealt with a severe inflation in the food industry, and we understand that, and we have reacted to that with the onset of our new Food Club label and our Craven Flavor labels. You have many opportunities of where to spend your food dollar, and we just consider it an absolute privilege when you choose to spend it with us. To all the members of the Food Fair family, customers, employees, we would like to wish you a Merry Christmas and a prosperous and Happy New Year.
At Members Choice Credit Union, we believe your money should give you choices. That's why we've created My Choice accounts. Checking, cashback, and savings designed to match the way you live. Whether you're focused on building savings, managing your day-to-day spending, or planning ahead for the future, My Choice gives you the flexibility to do it your way. Take control and make choices that fits you best. Members Choice Credit Union, your money, your future, your choice. Federally insured by the NCUA, Equal Housing Lender.
Drive home a winner all season long with your trusted Toyota dealer, Toyota of Ashland. Visit them at 3503 Winchester Avenue, Ashland, Kentucky. Give them a call at 606-744-2727 or visit them at toyotaofashland.com. They look forward to seeing you soon.
Hey, it's Big John. Are you hungry for a taste of home? Well, come on down to Uncle Paul and Missy's Country Kitchen, located 230 16th Street in Ashland. They serve bold-fashioned home-cooked meals in a true family atmosphere. From hearty breakfast to daily specials, there's always something fresh and on the table. Bring the whole family and let them do the cooking. Proud supporters of the Ashland Tomcats, Uncle Paul and Missy's is cooking up that hot Tomcat spirit. Uncle Paul and Missy's Country Kitchen, where good food and good company come together.
The Tomcats play here. 97.9 The River.
I'm with Ryan Bonner, head coach of the Ashland Tomcats. They come in tonight against Boyd County. And Ryan, first off, A good win this week, 3 good wins on the road, despite not shooting the ball well. The starters 4 of 22 from downtown, the team 30% as a whole. Has to be a good sign if they can win on the road despite bad shooting nights.
Yeah, and our guys did a good job of not allowing those misses to get them down in terms of body language, and they did a good job of focusing on the next possession. But schematically, our guys just made a deliberate decision to spread the floor and attack the rim. And I think that's what you have to do on nights when your shot's not falling, because you got to figure out how to score one way or the other. You got to put the ball in the basket, and we're very fortunate to have a personnel in where we can put 5 guys on the floor that can all get to the rim if they want to. And that created more layup opportunities for us and more free throws. And then I think, too, our defensive intensity helps create some easy buckets for us as well.
And against Lloyd Memorial, they had a strong physical backcourt. And no doubt about it, picking up a good win 3 hours away in northern Kentucky. And talk about that and how your team plans to build off of and how that can factor in tonight.
When you play here at Ashland, you got to be able to find ways to win on the road. That's the bottom line. Our schedule is filled with tough road contests, and I was really pleased through these first 3 road games. I think the first thing that stands out is I think that in all 3 of those games, we won the effort category. We won the effort battle, and I think this team. What I'm beginning to love about them is that when you talk about the base of the pyramid with this bunch, I think it starts with them just playing with extreme effort. And when you have a team that plays with extreme effort, I think you're always going to have a chance. And you pair that with our unique athleticism, I think it's going to create really good things. And it creates a lot of energy. This is a very energetic bunch. And they all have a winner spirit, and it all just kind of it creates a really positive environment. And and it being almost the halfway point of December, I really like where we're at as a basketball team.
Well, let's talk about the opponent tonight, the Lions of Boyd County. Of course, Randy Anderson, one of the all-time greats in our region in coaching, and a good team this year. Jacob Spurlock, a Mr. Basketball candidate, and come in, they've averaged 95 points over their first 2 games.
Yeah, extremely explosive offensively. I think in those first 2 games combined, they've taken 72 three-point field goal attempts, so they are letting it fly. Going back to their scrimmage against Highlands, they shot 41 threes. So it's no secret what they want to do. They want to get as many possessions as they can, and they want to shoot as many threes as they can. And we're going to have to do a really good job in transition, because I think that Malachi Payne, their point guard, is really the engine to their offense. And when he gets going downhill, or when he gets out and gets loose in the open floor in transition, he's really good at finding the Jacob Spurlocks, the Ethan Rairdens, and the Gunnar Woods, and those guys are able to hit those shots. I mean, those are like putts for him, basically. So, very simply put, we just can't let them just sit out there and play horse tonight.
Yeah, and you mentioned Malachi Payne, and it seemed like on film that's what he's so good at. He'll get the defense out of alignment, and then he spreads it out to one of those shooters, and they knock him down.
Yep, they do a good job of getting the ball to him early, whether it's a make or a miss, and he just pushes it. And he'll take that middle third of the floor, and he has shooters running outside of him. So we got to do a really good job of stopping and declaring the ball early, and just we talk all the time about getting a body on a body in transition. I'm not really over concerned with matchups at that point. We just got to stop them and get a body on a body, because a lot of those threes that they're taking are transition attempts, and that's what they're good at doing. And we got to really fight to make them play offense versus our set defense as much as we possibly can.
And how's the injury situation for tonight?
Have a full roster this evening. Everybody's in good shape. We made sure that guys on Sunday got in here and took care of their bodies and rested up, and then made ample time for guys yesterday to go to their therapies and treatments and whatnot. And it's been a tough stretch, but we'll play tonight, we'll play Friday against Powell County, and then Sunday night against Licking Heights up at Shawnee State, and then we'll essentially have a week-long break to prepare and get healed up for the Pikeville Invitational Tournament. So there's light at the end of the tunnel, but we want to make sure we finish out this stretch the right way.
Honestly, Ryan, so thank you so much for being on. We'll be right back here on 97.9 The River.
Looking for something more from your personal checking account? Then one of our new Community Trust Advantage checking accounts might be right for you. Our Advantage checking accounts offer great features such as ID Protect, roadside assistance, cell phone protection, travel and leisure discounts, and shopping rewards, which makes it easier for you to save money on everyday purchases. Learn more at ctbi.com. Get more out of your checking. Open an account today. Our friendly, professional staff at one of our many branches will be happy to assist you.
Community Trust Bank. Building communities built on trust. Member FDIC. Terms and conditions apply.
Giovanni's has great Italian dishes. Spaghetti with meat sauce, lasagna, ravioli, manicotti, and baked lasagna. Giovanni's has the best sandwiches around, from the stromboli, Italian sub, calzones, and their signature Big Red. All dinners will be served with hot garlic bread or Italian rolls. Giovanni's Pizza, fresh, hot, and tasty. Have it delivered right to your door. Giovanni's, the Italian place to be.
Primary Plus is invested in your health and invested in the health of our communities. With over 14 primary care locations throughout our network, including locations in Ashland, Grayson, South Shore, Vanceburg, and Moorhead, we are more than just a healthcare provider. We are a doctor in the family, caring for every stage of life, including pediatrics, women's health, primary care, mental health, and on-site pharmacies that are open with affordable pricing and exceptional service. Primary Plus is always welcoming new patients. Visit primaryplus.net to learn more about our mission of quality, advanced, affordable health care. Hey, it's Big John here. We're with Parlor Sue's Junk. Got to talk about Christmas.
Santa and Christmas are coming to town here at Sue's. We've got Christmas trees in the box. We've got brand new ornaments in the box. Not only Christmas decor, your Christmas gifts. Sue's is always that one-stop place to come and get those unique gifts for somebody, or even a gift card for that hard-to-buy for a person.
Visit Sue's Junk, 459 Camden Road, Huntington. The Tomcats play here, 97.9 The River.
We're back about 12 minutes until the opening tip as Ashland and Boyd getting ready to play here in the 64th District matchup at James A. Anderson Gymnasium. We've got a packed house. I mean, we can barely move here. It's scrunched together. Hello to my good friend Bill Bradley. And up here, and what a night of basketball it is. The weather's cleared up outside as it was snowing here yesterday. Had some school closings, and I know we had a winter weather watch, but today it's cleared up quite a bit. The weather's warmed up, and we're ready for a good night of basketball. As both teams are out warming up right now, and the captains are together of each team at midcourt along with the coaches. But what a night it's going to be, I think, with the 64th District. You look at the history of this series, these two teams, they have met in the last four regional finals. They have met 4 times per season over the last 4, and I don't think there's any reason we may not see 4 again this year. We'll see what happens. A lot can happen over the course of the year, but these are two darn good basketball teams and likely will be candidates to be the top, at least in the top 25 for the season statewide. So it'll be a fun matchup. The 192nd meeting between the two programs, and as they're getting ready to go at it, but you look at the history of it going back to some of the coaches from Wayne Breeden to Buddy Biggs at Ashland, some others, Coach Wright in the 60s. Going back to, on Boyd's side, you have Roger Zorns and now Coach Anderson, who's been at Boyd for over 300 games. And, of course, Ryan Bonner, who had some great games as the head coach of Ashland in the 2000s. Actually, when they played in 2007 for the district championship, that was a great game. It went to overtime, and Matt Thomas would hit the game-winning shot to defeat Boyd at their place, and 68-66, and that was a big win. But Brian Bonner was a part of that team for Ashland and averaged, I think, 13 points per game as a sophomore that season. But coming into tonight, let's talk about each team. First off, the Lions of Boyd County, who's Ashland's opponent, and 2 games they have been scorching from the field. They're almost, we're talking from an NBA stat that they give awards out for, and it's rarely achieved. They shot nearly 50-40-90, 50% from the field, and well, they shot 36% from three-point range, but still, that's something else. And then shot 92%, 22-24 from the free throw line as a team, and averaging 95 points per game over those first two. They defeated Morgan County, who was who I believe made the regional tournament last season, and then defeated Johnson Central, who got to the 15th region semis. Johnson Central, who of course is coached by Tommy McKenzie and consistently is a winner in the 15th region. They returned a lot from that team. Ashland will meet up with them later in the season at home, but they have almost everybody back, and Boyd led that game start to finish, winning at 94-71. As tonight they'll come back, and they have, of course, Jacob Spurlock coming in, and Spurlock is a candidate for Mr. Basketball. Right now averaging 29.95 points per game, 9 rebounds for them. Spurlock, who recently committed to Youngstown State to play basketball and signed with them to play for Coach Faulkner out there, and I'm sure we'll enjoy the opportunity. A good level of basketball there at Youngstown State. And for Ashland, meanwhile, the first game was against Paintsville. Came out in that one, won 76-74 after they trailed 11-0 and had to fight back. It was close in the second half until Ashland would pull away and take their lead, at the biggest lead at 69-58. But the problem was they struggled a little bit from the line, turned it over late. Then Paintsville was able to come back on them, but they did just enough to fend them off. Then against Fairview Friday night, they would win 85-38. Caleb Clark would put up 18 points in the first quarter. The Tomcats would have little trouble pulling that one off on the road. And then Saturday, they would play Lloyd Memorial coming in. Lloyd Memorial, who defeated Ashland 60-57 in overtime last season. Ashland would pick up a 60-51 win. They started out, and it was a back-and-forth game. Ashland's biggest lead in the third quarter came at 40-31. Lloyd Memorial would then go on a 12-2 run to take a 43-42 lead. Ashland, though, would respond with a 14-4 run of their own to take a 55-47 lead. Lloyd Memorial would threaten back, and then Ashland would would hang on, though, and win 65-61, and that was a good team. Big physical guards, the type that you're going to see from Boyd. They have a point guard, if you've seen them on film at this point, Malachi Payne. He's 5'9", but he can cause a lot of 5'10". He can cause a lot of problems for his opponents. And what Malachi does, he will attack the basket, get the defenses out of line, and then find an open shooter on the perimeter, which Boyd has plenty of. And you kind of know what you have to do to stop him, but it's a lot easier said than done. And like Coach Bonner said in the interview, Boyd has shot 72 three-pointers in their first 2 games. So, I mean, you're talking about an average of 36 threes per game. And it's not just Spurlock. Spurlock shot 20. Woods has shot 12. Raritan shot 13. Raritan had 19 points against Johnson Central. So they have a lot of guys that are capable of causing their opponents problems and scoring. We're going to take another break and come back. We'll be back shortly. We're about 5 minutes until the opening tip. We'll be back here on 97.9 The River.
No down payment? No problem. Here at KFB, we make homeownership easy with our no down payment home loans. Whether you're buying your first home or ready for something new, KFB is here to guide you every step of the way. Apply today and take the first step towards your dream home with no money down. Restrictions apply. Not all applicants will qualify. KFB, the better bank, located at Ashland, Catlettsburg, Louisa, Summit, and Wheelersburg. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
With the Greater Huntington Candy Cane Trail, it has never been sweeter to shop local for the holidays. Download the free Greater Huntington Candy Cane Trail mobile passport at huntingtonchamber.org/trail to access exclusive offers at your favorite businesses. Earn points by checking in and redeeming coupons as you slay your way through the trail to win prizes, including a $1,000 grand cash prize. Download the pass at huntingtonchamber.org/trail.
Looking for a secure savings account? Come to Desco Federal Credit Union and explore our latest offers. With great rates and top-of-the-line personnel, Desco insures your money for at least $1 million. Relax and put your money where you know it's safe and growing. Desco Federal Credit Union is located at 1211 Carter Avenue and other locations in Ohio and West Virginia. Stop in or go online. An account at Desco is just what you need. DescoFCU.org.
2025 has been a challenging year. Our customers have dealt with a severe inflation in the food industry, and we understand that, and we have reacted to that with the onset of our new Food Club label and our Craven Flavor label. You have many opportunities of where to spend your food dollar, and we just consider it an absolute privilege when you choose to spend it with us. To all the members of the Food Fair family, customers, employees, we like to wish you a Merry Christmas and a prosperous and Happy New Year.
Ashland Tomcat basketball action on 97.9 The River.
And we're back about 3 minutes until the tip-off between Ashland and Boyd County. Both of these teams coming in undefeated. Ashland at 3-0, Boyd County at 2-0. And we want to take the opportunity to give some shout-outs. First off, I want to wish a very happy birthday to my good friend, Wayne Porter. And what a birthday he had, too. Went at the start of the day and posted a workout video on Facebook. I like that. And he got after it as always. And what a great, great man he's been, both for Ashland and for the community, just with all he's done and all the hard work he's put in. A big shout out to you, Dr. Porter, and then a shout out to Mark Maynard. Much appreciation for him, for his guidance and critiquing over the years as well, going back to 2020 when I first started out. And I'm sitting here looking at this ribbon in the chair next to me, memorializing our good friend Dickie Martin. And I know his name has come up on, and will continue to come up on every broadcast we do. Just the last time I was down here was with him, so it's just different, just not having him here physically, at least to talk with and enjoy the game, and just watching him. He is, I think, the best to ever do it in announcing. Just a special person with all he's done, and as an even better person off the court. As much as I want to brag about him as a broadcaster, it was the stuff I saw him do for people off the court, whether that was taking people to the game that may not have had the means to get there, via transportation, the way he went out of his way to help people, whether that be athletes, and the times he would critique games. He would listen to games that I was on and give me notes and feedback. He put a lot of time into helping people and to helping those around him. And while his broadcasting skill may never be replicated, what can be replicated is his kindness and passion towards serving other people. As we are now about a minute before we start this one, the Tomcats coached by Ryan Bonner in his third season. Bonner, who's at win number 73, he picked up against Lloyd Memorial this week. As Bonner, who has 3 regional championships in his first 3 seasons as head coach, 2 regional title appearances. Randy Anderson of Boyd County coming in, and Coach A has over 500 career wins, 320 at Boyd, while losing 165, including a regional championship he has in 2018. He's 21-32 all-time against Ashland. So it's Ashland and Boyd County in this 64th district matchup, 16th region. As we're going to take a break and come back, you're listening here live on 97.9
the river.
Tired of seeing those dings, dents, and scratches on your car? Then you need to see McLeod's Body Shop, your trusted partner for all things auto repair and restoration for 45 years. At McLeod's Body Shop, they're not just in the business of fixing cars, they're in the business of turning heads. Their team of skilled technicians are dedicated to bringing your vehicle back to its prime, no matter the make or model. From minor touch-ups to major overhauls, McLeod's Body Shop has you covered. McLeod's Body Shop says, go Tomcats.
Kelly Galloway Smith Goolsby has been providing accounting, tax, and attest services for the tri-state community and across the United States. Since 1951, individuals, medical practices, attorneys, corporations, Main Street businesses, local schools, and governments have relied on us for expert advice, tax preparation, and attest services. With offices in Ashland and Cincinnati, Kelly Galloway Smith Goolsby are here for your accounting and tax needs. For over 70 years, Kelly Galloway Smith Goolsby has been there for businesses in our community. They're here for yours too. Call them and let Kelly Galloway Smith Goolsby provide for the future of your business.
If you love to travel, Capital One has a rewards credit card that's perfect for you. With the Capital One Venture X card, you earn unlimited double miles on everything you buy. Plus, you get premium benefits at a collection of luxury hotels when you book on Capital One Travel. And with Venture X, you get access to over 1,000 airport lounges worldwide. Open up a world of travel possibilities with the Capital One Venture X card. What's in your wallet?
Terms apply. Lounge access is subject to change. See CapitalOne.com for details.
At Members Choice Credit Union, we believe your money should give you choices. That's why we've created My Choice accounts. Checking, cashback, and savings designed to match the way you live. Whether you're focused on building savings, managing your day-to-day spending, or planning ahead for the future, My Choice gives you the flexibility to do it your way. Take control and make choices that fits you best. Members Choice Credit Union, your money, your future, your choice. Federally insured by the NCUA, Equal Housing Lender.
Ashland Tomcat basketball action on 97.9 The River.
And we're back here getting ready to introduce the starting lineups for each team. First off, for Boyd County, first off, it's going to be number 2, Jacob Spurlock, a 6'4 senior, averaging 29.5 points, 9 rebounds per game in his first 2. Number 3, Gunnar Woods, a 6'3 senior, averaging 19.5 points per game. Number 14, Ethan Raridan, a 6'3 senior, 14 points per game. Number 33, Malachi Payne, a 5'10 senior, 11.5 points per game. And number 33, Caleb Rimmer, a 6'5 junior, averaging 8 points a game. Meanwhile, for Ashland, there will be number 2, Justin Hughes, the 6'4 sophomore, averaging 7.7 points per game. Number 3, Elijah Neal, the 6'3 junior, averaging 19 points in his 3 games. Number 5, Elijah Owens, a 6'2 sophomore, averaging 11.7 points per game. Number 32, Caleb Clark, averaging 17.3 points per game, a 6'4 senior. Clark who committed to Cumberland University in Tennessee last week. And number 12, Drew Smith, the 6' senior, averaging 7.7 points per game, is now getting ready here as the Tomcats they're playing the height video to start this one out. And you gotta love it, the work that's put in here at Ashland. But I mean, this gym, you just love when these two schools get together. We can barely move in here. It is so packed. It feels like every seat is filled. But for Ashland, I think what they have to do, first off, they're going to have to shoot the ball better tonight. That's for the 5 starters for Ashland went 4 of 22 from three-point range in their 3 games last week. Now the plus to that is they won those 3 games. But outside of Drew Smith, who was 3 for 9 and a decent 33%, he's only at 41. But Ashland, the remaining starters, the other 4 starters, were 1 of 13 from downtown. But 1 of 13 from downtown in those 3 games last week. So they are going to have to put on a better shooting performance tonight to be able to, I think, to walk out of here with a win. And, of course, keep Boyd, like Coach Bonner said, to keep Boyd from throwing up threes left and right. They love to do that this could be a very high-scoring game because both teams will go up and down the court with incredible speed and precision, which Ashland has done. They like to utilize their athleticism in these games. Meanwhile, Boyd County, they are athletic. But they will get back more, and you can expect them to try to attack the three ball. They will shoot it in transition and let it fly. So they both like to get up and down the court quick, and I'm curious to see how that mentality is going to work. Ashland has more length on that end. They have a couple guys with long arms like Hughes and Owens that can cause a disruption defensively. Boyd County has some solid length, but I think that's an area Ashland might be able to take advantage here as we are real close to getting this one started. Good to see my good friend Ben Atkins here sitting next to me. Good to see him here, and Dale White as well in the house. So we're about ready to get underway and play ball. Again, these two teams, 4 straight regional championship appearances they both had. This has been the championship game, so I anticipate it's going to be a big one here again as Boyd taking the court. Boyd is wearing their gray jerseys with red trim. Ashland now wearing their white home jerseys with maroon trim. As Boyd, they're getting ready to tip it here. That Boyd will be going right to left on your dial. Meanwhile, Ashland will be going left to right. That's going to be Caleb Rimmer for Boyd and Caleb Park for Ashland getting ready to tip off. And official getting ready to go. We're about to get it underway here. Start this game at James A. Anderson Gymnasium. It's tipped up, and it's going to go to Boyd. Teams fight for it. It's going to go out of bounds. And if that's any indicator of how this game's going to go, it's going to be a dandy. Boyd will start with the possession of the basketball as Caleb Rimmer will come inbound on the far side. Payne for Boyd, bringing it up, and he'll be met by Drew Smith at half court. Ashland in a man-to-man. No score here starting the game. As Payne looks to feed it in, drives, goes up, misses a shot, rebound by Neal. He's going to push it. Neal drives against Rimmer, cut off, back to Caleb Park. He drives in, goes up, and missed the shot. We forced it a little bit there as Boyd gets the rebound. That's Raritan. He'll give it over to Spurlock, who's guarded by Hughes. They switch Clark on him. Ashland staying that man. Clark, Spurlock for 3, misses, and it's tipped into Neal's hands. He's going to run it. Neal against Payne, goes to Smith, fakes the 3, goes against Payne, turnaround jumper, off. Neal tips it out to Owens on the board, and it goes in. Elijah Owens with the first bucket of the game, and it's Birds 2-0 here. 7:06 to go, first quarter. Payne with the basketball. He's guarded by Neal, screened by Rimmer. Payne, they switch Clark on him. Payne on the near side, direct traffic, and Boyd trying to send a couple cutters, and they throw it into the post to Rimmer. It's thrown out of bounds. That's going to go back to the Tomcats. Neal to inbound, 2-0 Tomcats, 6:53 to go here in the first quarter. Boyd picking up a full court man-to-man. Neal guarded by Malachi Payne. He's going to run it down the far sideline. Neal. Payne guarding him awful tight. Neal, screen from Clark. Neal against Rimmer now. They switch on him. Boyd in a man-to-man. Neal brings it out. 2-0 Ashland, 6:37 to go in the first. Neal against Rimmer. Fakes Rimmer off his feet. Goes up. Spurlock blocks it. And that's going to be a jump ball, but the possession arrow will stay with the Tomcats. 2-0 as they lead. Boyd 2-0, 6:33 to go in the first quarter. Neal to inbound under his own basket. And he's going to look. Neal looking. Finds Smith on the corner. He's guarded tightly by Woods. Smith bringing it up against Woods. Goes into the lane. Smith loses the handle. It's deflected into the hands of Spurlock. He loses it. And it's a caught for on the floor. And another jump ball. That's going to stay with Boyd. Spurlock sort of lost his footing. He tried to attack the basket, and Boyd will keep the basketball. It's 2-0 Ashland, 6:20 to go in the first. Woods to inbound on the far sideline, gets it into Payne. As he's going to walk it up, Ashland staying in a man-to-man. Payne against Neal. They give it over to Woods, and up top to Rimmer. Over to Spurlock on the near side, takes the 3 from 25 feet, misses, rebound by Smith. He's going to give it over to Neal. 2-0 Ashland, 6 minutes to go into the first. Neal drives, feeds it out. Open Clark for 3. Got it! Caleb Clark with his first three-pointer of the game. 5-0 Tomcats. 5:53 to go in the first. Payne against Clark. They feed it into the big man, Rimmer. He goes to the bucket and a charge. T-shirt and back down, and Neal have position. That's going to be the second Boyd County turnover here with 5:47 to go in the first. It's 5-0 Tomcats. That's going to be Rimmer's first foul, the first either way in this one, and Ashland will have it. Boyd County picking up man-to-man. Smith the inbound from underneath the Boyd's sideline is now he'll get it into Neal. Neal guarded by Payne full court, brings it up, and he'll direct traffic. Neal crosses over, drives in against Payne, and he's going to get called for his first foul. And Payne playing tight defense on Neal, but reached in there, and that'll be Payne's first foul. His first, the team's second, 5-0 Ashland, 5:37 to go in the first quarter. Neal to inbound on the near sideline as Caleb Clark runs up, and he'll have it at midcourt, right at the 10-second stripe, and he'll be met by Caleb Rimmer. Clark over to Neal, 1 of the 3 not there, drives in against Payne, goes up and scores! Elijah Neal, and it's 7-0 Ashland, 5:25 to go in the first quarter. Payne the other way against Neal, and drives it inside, cut off, he'll bring it out. Payne, he looking to get Woods, not there. Payne looking, doesn't have a man open, his dribble's picked up, he gets it back to Ethan Raritan. Over to Rimmer, he tries the triple, and that's going to bounce up and off. Rebound by Owens. Neal, 4:58 to go in the first quarter, 7-0 Ashland. Back to Rimmer. As he has it, he's guarded by, back to Clark, he's guarded by Rimmer. Smith guarded by Woods. He's going to drive inside. Smith to the bucket. Count it! Yes! Drew Smith, 4 buckets for Ashland, 4 different Tomcats, and the Tomcats lead 9-0 with 4:40 to go here in the first quarter. We'll be back on 97.9 The River.
Hey Tomcats fans, with spring just around the corner, Ashland Milling Company is your one-stop shop for everything you need. For your yard, they offer 50-pound bags of weed and feed for only $39.95 and 50-pound bags of crabgrass preventer for $34.95. And don't forget about your garden. Ashland Milling boasts the largest selection of bulk garden seeds in the tri-state. Ashland Milling Company would like to say thanks for letting them serve you for over 150 years. Go Tomcats!
The Tomcats play here. 97.9 The River.
We're back. Tomcats leading 9-0, 4 buckets by 4 different players. And again, it's 9-0 now, but when they played in 23, here Ashland led 8-0, and yet Boyd would win the game. I mean, there's a lot of basketball left, but Ashland so far boxing out on the boards and hit a 3 early. So they're getting it done so far. 4:35 to go in the first. It's 9-0 Ashland. Payne has it for Boyd. He's going to give it, he does give it back to Woods. He's going to step it up and take the 3. Off. Rebound by Owens for Ashland. He throws down to Smith. He takes the 3 from way back. Off. Rebound by Raritan. That would have brought the house down. That one goes out, and it'll go back to Boyd here with 4:18 to go in the first quarter. Ashland leading 9-0, as now Spurlock will inbound it from the far sideline into Raritan and over to Payne. He's guarded by Neal. Steps back, takes the 3, does Payne, and he gets it. Malachi Payne, his first triple. It's 9-3 Ashland, 4:08 to go in the first. Smith against Spurlock, over to Clark. Fakes the 3 against Rimmer, drives inside, lays it up and in. Caleb Clark with 5. It's 11-3 Ashland. 3:58 to go in the first quarter. Payne against Neal. He gives it out to Rimmer. Back over to Payne. Rimmer on the screen. Ashland staying in a man-to-man. Neal now going against Payne as they switch back off. And inside they go to Spurlock. He goes against Hughes. Spurlock post up, goes up, scores his first bucket. Jacob Spurlock. It's 11-5 Ashland as Ashland throws it down court. Spurlock there to get it out of bounds. Yeah, that's what Ashland likes to do. Spurlock getting back there in a hurry. They like to get it down court as now Neal will inbound it to Clark. 3:36 to go in the first quarter. Ashland ahead 11-5. Neal, as he'll be met by Clark, as he'll be met by Rimmer. Steps back, takes another 3. Got it! Caleb Clark! He has 8. Clark, who drained 5 threes when these two teams met in the regional championship game last year. 14-5 Tomcats, 3:15 to go in the first quarter. Payne now guarded by Neal. They switch off Clark on him. Payne drives inside, fakes Clark off his feet, goes up and scores. He is shifting. Malachi Payne, 14-7 Ashland. Owens goes in, misses a shot. And they're letting him play here, folks, as the ball goes out, and it'll go back to Boyd. So now it'll be Boyd basketball. Thought Owens might have gotten bumped a little bit, but I mean, there was plenty of fouling both ways on the rebound. They're letting him play so far. Payne now with it at midcourt. 2:48 to go. It's 14-7 Ashland. They switch Hughes on him. Payne drives it inside, kicks it out to the corner. 3-ball by Rimmer. That one's off, and it's tipped over to Clark. Down court to Hughes. He's going to go up, lay it in. 16-7 Ashland. 2:33 to go in the first quarter. Payne, as he's met by Smith, into Spurlock. He drives, lays it up, misses it. Rebound by Clark. Boyd missing some shots they normally hit early. 2:20 to go in the first. 16-7 Ashland. Clark on the near wing, gives it back up top to Neal. Or I'm sorry, to Smith. Smith guarded by Spurlock, drives inside, fakes, cut off, over to Owens on the cut. Reverse, lay-in goes in and out. Back to Spurlock. Just rattled on the rim and fell out. Spurlock against Clark. He's going to take it. Spurlock step back three. Off. Rebound by Smith. He's going to push it. Smith at midcourt. Smith down to Neal. He drives against Payne. Reverse lay-in. Off. Another missed one for Ashland, but Clark there, no. It gets deflected into Spurlock's hands. Payne running. He steps up, takes the three. Off. Rebound by Owens. It's deflected by Spurlock. Fought for, and it's going to go back to Ashland. And yeah, Boyd County fans not happy with that one. You know, I'm not sure if I blame them. That really might have gone. But Ashland now 16-7, 1:37 to go here in the first quarter. They'll have the basketball. Neal, as he's guarded by Payne, he'll drop back. Smith sets a screen for him up top. Neal attacks to the left side, misses a lay-in. Boyd now with the basketball. Payne, 1:20 to go in the first as he drives against Neal. Boyd leading or trailing by 9. Out to Woods on the far side. He drives in. Cut off by Hughes. Turnaround jumper off. Rebound by Owens. He goes down court. Smith, one on none the other way. Lays it in. Drew Smith just out hustling the other way. It's 18-7 Tomcats. A minute to go here in the first. Payne against Neal. As they'll give it over to Spurlock, who's guarded by Clark. Spurlock drives. He takes the mid-range shot. Misses it. Rebound goes to Ashland. That's Owens, and he'll give it over to Smith. Under a minute to go. Ashland with the basketball leading by 11. Smith drives it inside, steps back, has it at midcourt. Ashland looking like they're going to slow it down. 30 seconds to go in the first. Ashland with the ball. 18-7 they lead. Over to Neal. At the top of the stripe, he'll walk it back to midcourt. As Coach Bonner instructing the team. Double screen coming for Neal. He goes around left side, takes it in, and fakes, goes up, and gets fouled. And that's going to be against Boyd. Ashland, let's see. Yeah, but I'm not sure. I believe that was on Raritan, number 14. It is. That's going to be Raritan's first and the team's third. So Neal will have two shots coming up for the Tomcats here with 12.2 seconds to go in the first. He puts it up, and that one's going to rattle off. As Neal misses the first, he's going to get one more. Neal, who's shot about 69% from the line so far this year. The second, that one's going to be good. Neal with his third point. It's 19-7 Ashland, 12.2 seconds to go in the first. Payne at midcourt at 9. Payne at 7, guarded by Neal at 5. Switches off at 4 at 3. Payne drives in at 2 at 1. Reverse lay-in, misses it, but he's fouled. And he's going to go to the line. Hughes got it, and that's going to be his first foul, and that's Ashland's first. And that's what Payne does. He sits back, lulls the defense to sleep, and just attacks. He has excellent explosion. Those first two steps off the dribble, as his first free throw's good. And he's going to get one more. He has 6 right now. And it's 19-8 Ashland. Ashland will have it with a second and a half to go. The second shot by Payne, that one's good. 19-9 Ashland. Drew Smith from midcourt. A whistle. They're going to say he was out with half a second left. So Boyd will get one more chance at it. So 19-9 Ashland, but Boyd, Drew Smith on the end line. And there, Boyd will have it right about midcourt. With half a second, they give it to Payne beyond midcourt, and his heave is no good. So at the end of one, Ashland leading 19-9. We'll be back here on 97.9 The River.
Metro Community Federal Credit Union now brings you all the tech that big banks have, but still has that personal touch of a member-owned community credit union. Apple Pay? Got it. Digital wallet? Yep. Message pay by text, online loan payments, even chatting with a real person, not a bot. Open accounts, sign documents, and manage your money all online. It's the big bank tech you need from the local community-minded credit union you trust. Metro Community FCU. Visit metrocommunityfcu.com today.
Looking for a secure savings account? Come to Desco Federal Credit Union and explore our latest offers. With great rates and top-of-the-line personnel, Desco ensures your money for at least $1 million. Relax and put your money where you know it's safe and growing. Desco Federal Credit Union is located at 1211 Carter Avenue and other locations in Ohio and West Virginia. Stop in or go online. An account at Desco is just what you need. DescoFCU.org.
The Tomcats play here. 97.9 The River.
We're back. Ashland leading 19-9, getting ready to start the second quarter. And a big congratulations to the volleyball team being honored at mid-court. Gosh, have everybody out tonight. Great to see just the success across the programs here at Ashland this season. Just some incredible runs as we're coming back. And right now I have for the Tomcats, Caleb Clark leading the way, 2 3-pointers for him. And that's what I mentioned, is the Tomcats had, outside of Drew Smith, the other starters were 1 for 13 from three-point range in those 3 games last week. Clark's answered by hitting 2 so far. All 5 starters have scored at this point. For Boyd, Payne has 7 of their points right now. Spurlock has the other 2. Ashland, who's going left to right, will have the ball at the beginning of the second quarter. It's going to be Neal, Smith, Owens, Clark, and Hughes on the court for the Tomcats as Smith takes the 3 and gets it. Drew Smith, he has 7. Ashland taking a 13-point lead here with 7:48 to go in the second. For Boyd, it's Payne, Raridan, number 12, Clark Huff, who's checked in, Spurlock, and Woods. Payne at midcourt. Payne guarded by Smith. Looking, drives inside, and he's going to step back. Circus shot, misses it. Hits his rebound, though, puts it up and in. Clark had it, and Payne just able to get there quick and strip it out. He has cat-quick instincts. Smith over, and it's thrown away. Second Tomcat turnover. Down the court goes Payne, out to Woods, and Owens will pick him up. Woods looking, and Owens will get called for the foul. Owens thought he had a run out and Woods thought he had a run out and saw Owens there, picked up his dribble. Owens pounded him defensively, but fouled him, and that's going to be the first foul on Owens. 22-11 Ashland, 7:12 to go here in the second. Payne to inbound from underneath the bucket. Lobs it into Woods. Up top, guarded by Smith. Over to Payne. Ashland staying in a man-to-man. Payne guarded by Neal. And he's looking. Payne drives it inside. He's going to spin around, kick it back out. Woods guarded by Clark. And he's going to get it out to Woods. No, he steps back, takes a 3, misses. Spurlock rebounds, puts it up and in. That's 4 now for Spurlock. Ashland down court. Smith another 3. Got it! Drew Smith with 10. Ashland ahead 25-13 with 6:39 to go in the second. Payne the other way. He goes against Neal. Kicks it out. 3 ball by Huff. It's off. Rebound by Smith. He's going to run the other way. Smith against Payne. Drives it inside. Goes up and whistle blows. Payne gets fouled by Smith. Or Smith gets fouled by Payne. Officials talking. And that's going to be a blocking foul against Malachi Payne. And that's his second. Team foul number 1 in the second quarter. So a tough decision for Randy Anderson. Do you keep him in or try with the backup? As now Payne's such a strong facilitator with that offense. As Neal inbounds under the bucket, gets it into Clark in the far corner. Clark guarded by Raridan. Fakes him, drives inside, goes up and scores. Caleb Clark with 10, 27-13 Ashland. 6:16 to go here in the second. Spurlock brings it up. He's guarded by Hughes. Full court. Spurlock to the bucket. Drives it inside. Goes up and scores. He has 6. 27-15 Ashland. 6:05 to go in the second. Neal against Rimmer. Gives it back to Smith, and it's turned over. Some miscommunication on that. Spurlock against Hughes the other way. Misses a shot inside. Forced it a little bit, Smith, but it's deflected back into the hands of Woods. He goes down to Spurlock, who's wide open. He lays it up and in for his 8th point. 27-17 Ashland with 5:45 to go in the second. Neal is up. He'll be guarded by Huff at midcourt. As Payne is off the court right now for Boyd, it's given over to Clark on the wing. Clark guarded by Rimmer. Back out to Neal. He's going to drive it. He's double teamed. Open Clark for 3. Got it! Caleb Clark, 3 threes. He has 13. Ashland back up to a 13-point lead at 30-17. 5:18 to go in the second quarter. Woods now for Boyd. He'll control the basketball. He goes against Smith. It's screen from Spurlock. Woods drives inside, forces it, but got it to go in the foul. That'll be the first bucket for Gunnar Woods, and he's going to have to go to the opportunity to go to the free throw line for one more. So Gunnar Woods will go to the free throw line. He's hit all 4 of his free throw attempts so far this year. 5:06 to go here in the second. Ashland leading 30-19, but Woods will have one more coming up. That's his first bucket. Right now, Spurlock leads away for Boyd with 8. And Woods will miss that one. Huff tips it into the hands of Clark. So now Ashland with the basketball up 11, 4:58 to go in the second. Clark guarded by Huff, screen from Neal guarded by Huff, screen from Clark. He'll bring it back out. Boyd in a man-to-man. Neal attacks against Huff, post up, spins around, fakes against Rimmer, and Huff goes up and scores. Neal in tight traffic, got it to go, and Ashland leads 32-19 with 4:37 to go in the second. Spurlock, guarded by Hughes, has it. He's going to drive to the basket. Ball gets poked out, and a foul called, and that's going to go against Hughes. That's going to be his second, the team's third. There's a video. First quarter they let him play. It's tightening up here in the second. Raridan checking back in for Boyd. Now that's going to be Woods inbounding to Rimmer. Guarded by Clark. As Galen Strader checking in for Ashland the first time tonight. He checked in as now a nice JV game. Spurlock up top against Neal. Neal tries to deflect it. Doesn't get it. Spurlock bounces back, steps back 3, miss. Rebound by Rimmer. He goes underneath, puts it up and in. Boyd getting some offensive rebounds here in the second. 32-21 Ashland. That's Rimmer's first bucket. Clark now guarded by Rimmer, fakes the 3, and he's going to get called for traveling. Ashland with 3 turnovers so far here in the second quarter. 4 minutes to go. They lead 32-21. Boyd now will have the basketball. They'll inbound it in their backcourt as Ashland picks up in a man-to-man. Woods to inbound against Owens. Lobs it back to Spurlock. And he'll bring it up against Hughes. Spurlock gives it over to Raridan. Up top, he's guarded by Strader. Raridan steps back, takes the 3, and in and out. Rebound underneath, though, by Huff. He goes up, and they call the foul. So that's going to be the 4th team foul against Ashland, and that will be that's going to be the second foul on Neal. So Neal has 2, Hughes has 2. So now Huff will go to the free throw line for 2. He hits the first. His first point as Ashland leads 32-22 with 3:46 to go in the second. One more coming for Huff as number 12 Smith will come in for Ashland. Out will go Hughes. So Neal and Hughes on the bench with 2. Payne on the bench for Boyd with 2. Huff's second shot, that one goes in. 32-23 Ashland. 3:44 to go in the second, but they can't keep letting Boyd get offensive rebounds like this. 3:39 to go. Neal has it. Screen coming up top. He gives it over to Smith. Nearly lost the handle. Boyd tightening up defensively. Smith drives, steps back against Woods, goes in, and Woods, they're going to wave the basket off. They say he got him before the shot. Woods practically hugged him in there. 3:30 to go in the second. That's going to be Ashland. Ashland will have the basketball, so it's not going to be a shooting foul. So that'll be the first on Woods, the second on Boyd. As now Ashland will have it again. Neal inbound underneath and gets it into Clark. Back to Neal. He drives, feeds it out to Smith at midcourt. Smith guarded by Huff. He's going to drive, step back, take the three, and connect! Drew Smith with 3 threes, and he has 13. Smith with 13, Clark with 13, and Ashland takes a 35-23 lead with 3:09 to go in the first half. As that Woods has it against Owens and drives it inside. He loses his footing, passes it underneath to Spurlock, who goes up, misses the shot, gets his rebound, and scores. Spurlock with 10. At least 4 of those come off of second chances. He's getting the second chance opportunities for Boyd, and I'd say 4 of their past 5 buckets have come off that. Neal now against Raritan up top. 35-25 Ashland lead, 2:41 to go here in the second. Neal goes inside, spins, goes up, count it, and the foul for Elijah Neal. And he's going to get to go to the line for one more. And that foul's going to be on number 14, Ethan Raritan. So that's his second. So now for Boyd, Payne and Raritan each have 2 fouls as Raritan goes to the bench and Payne comes back in. For Ashland, Neal and Hughes each have 2. They're both on the court as Neal hits that one. Neal now has 8. It's 38-25 Tomcats. Payne running the point for Boyd. He takes it in against Owens, and they're going to call Owens for the foul. That will send Payne to the free throw line. In the second quarter, so they're really tightening it up here as Boyd's going to be in the bonus right now, and we'll have 2 shots coming up here with 2:33 to go in the second. So Payne will have 2 at the free throw line. He hit 2 earlier. Malachi Payne, the 5'10" senior, he's going to hit the first. Payne with 10 now in this one is number 30, River Lynch, coming in for Ashland. That foul was on Owens, Elijah Owens, his second. So Owens, Neal, and Hughes with 2 for Ashland as the second shot by Payne. That one's going to rattle out. Rebound to Clark. 38-26 Ashland, 2:28 to go in the second. Clark at midcourt gives it over to Neal on the near side. As he takes it, they switch Rimmer on him. And Neal will bring it back out as Ashland's up 12 with 2:16 to go in the first half. Neal spins on Rimmer, fakes, and cut him off. Neal gives it out to Clark. He drives inside, misses it against Rimmer. Ashland missing a few layups tonight. Payne the other way, pushing tempo, goes up, misses a gimme. Happening each way. Neal now goes coast to coast, and guys inside, gets blocked by Huff, but fouled. So Neal, that'll send him to the line for 2 with 1:57 to go in the first half. Ashland ahead 38-26. The foul against Drew Smith, that's going to be his first against Huff of Boyd. That's number 12, Clark Huff, his first foul, the team's 4th. Neal's going to hit the first free throw. He's got 1 more coming for the Tomcats. Second one could give them their largest lead of the game here. 1:57 to go in the second as they lead Boyd 39-26. As now Ashland, who scored the first 9 of the game, and Neal hits it. 40-26, Ashland leading Boyd. As Strader checks in, Neal goes to the bench. And we're going to take a timeout. We'll be back here on 97.9 The River.
2025 has been a challenging year. Our customers have dealt with a severe inflation in the food industry, and we understand that, and we have reacted to that with the onset of our new Food Club label and our Craven Flavor labels. You have many opportunities of where to spend your food dollar, and we just consider it an absolute privilege when you choose to spend it with us. To all the members of the Food Fair family, customers, employees, we like to wish you a Merry Christmas and a prosperous and Happy New Year.
Ashland Tomcat basketball action on 97.9 The River.
1:57 to go in the second quarter. Ashland leading 40-26 over the Lions of Boyd County, and it's been all Ashland so far. 9-0 they started out and continue to build on this lead, but just some missed opportunities, allowed some second chance points, but to Boyd's credit, we knew that, they're a good basketball team, and they took advantage of some second chance opportunities. As now Spurlock will inbound, it's Boyd basketball, as he'll get it into Malachi Payne running the point. and he'll be guarded by Strader, Hughes, Lynch, Clark, and Smith on the court for Ashland. Payne drives in, blocked by Clark, and Smith comes out of there with it, but it's taken away by Huff. No call, and now Payne in the corner gets it. He's going to get a three. It's getting heated out there as now Strader with the basketball gives it up to Smith. And over to Clark. 1:28 to go here in the first half. Clark against Rimmer, puts it up, blocked by Rimmer. Payne comes down with it. He's going to attack against Smith, brings it back out. Payne up to Spurlock. Here's Boyd trailing by 11, has the basketball. Spurlock against Strader, goes up, and blocked by Strader! He deflects it out! 1:08 to go. Ashland with the ball. Lynch for three, off. Clark tips it up, and it goes to Payne. Down court goes Boyd, though. Woods goes up and scores. Pace picking up here in the first half. Hughes, 40-31 Ashland, under a minute to go. As Smith will run the point with 50 seconds to go. Owens and Neal are on the bench right now for the Tomcats. Here both with 2 fouls as Smith against Spurlock. They're going to double him at midcourt. Lobs it to Lynch. Back over to Hughes. Open inside and he dunks it. Justin Hughes stuffs it. 42-31 Tomcats. 30 seconds to go. They tried to double Smith. And good passing from the Tomcats as it's an 11-point lead here in the first half. Payne against Strader. Payne drives it inside. Kicks it out to Woods in the corner. His three off. Rebound by Clark. At 14, Ashland with it up 11 at 13 at 12. Smith at 11 at 10, drives it at 9 at 8, goes through traffic and scores. He weaved right through there. Smith for his 15 points, 44-31 Ashland. Payne the other way from midcourt at the buzzer, off, and that's going to do it for the first half. Ashland leading 44-21. We're going to take a break and come back here on 97.9 The River.
When the game is on the line, you need reliability and your trusted Toyota dealer. Drive home a winner with Toyota of Ashland. Visit them at 3503 Winchester Avenue, Ashland, Kentucky. Give them a call at 606-744-2727 or online at toyotaofashland.com.
Looking for fast, easy, and secure electronic banking? Community Trust Bank has a wide variety of banking services to meet your needs, including internet banking, bill pay, and mobile banking. We have even more great services like Apple Pay and Google Pay. Make payments directly from your smartphone. And Zelle, a fast, easy, secure way to send and receive money from your smartphone. Visit us on the internet at ctbi.com or stop by and see us at one of our 79 branch offices.
Community Trust Bank. Building communities built on trust. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Texting privacy policy and terms and conditions posted at radiodirect.com/privacy. Texting enrolls for recurring automated text marketing messages. Message and data rates may apply. Reply stop to opt out. Text help for help. Consult a doctor prior to use.
Wow, you look amazing. What have you been doing?
You've heard of Ozempic, Wegovy, and the other GLP-1 medications that are all over the news, right? Well, I found this great company called Zelfie, and if you qualify, you can get medications like Ozempic and Wegovy and other GLP-1s at 80 to 90% savings without insurance, all 100% online.
Wait, I can get GLP-1 medications for 80 to 90% less and do it all online? No long wait at the doctor's office or pharmacy?
Yes, Zelfie can provide semaglutide and tirzepatide, the active ingredients in Ozempic and other expensive GLP-1s, for 80 to 90% less and shipped direct to your door.
Amazing. How do I get started?
Just send them a text.
Text SLIM to 797979 to get started today with Zelfie. Get the same active ingredients in Wegovy or Ozempic for 80 to 90% less, 100% online. Don't wait. Text SLIM to 797979 right now for your exclusive offer. Text SLIM to 797979. That's SLIM to 797979.
These statements and products have not been evaluated or approved by the FDA for weight loss.
When the game is on the line, you need reliability and your trusted Toyota dealer. Drive home a winner with Toyota of Ashland. Visit them at 3503 Winchester Avenue, Ashland, Kentucky. Give them a call at 606-744-2727 or online at toyotaofashland.com.
Ashland Tomcat basketball action on 97.9 The River.
We're back here at halftime and taking a little breather as what was expected here was a long, winding first half, watching these two teams go up and down the court as quick as they are. Ashland right now leading 44-31. We've got a lot of basketball left to be played, and I'll go through some stats later. First off, I want to take the opportunity to recognize the JV team of the Ashland Tomcats who played beforehand. They defeated Boyd 53-45. They led by as much as 16, 43-27, but big credit to them for their will and for stopping a Boyd County team late that came in energized and ready to make a run. As going through some scoring here, number 3, Braylon Wilson, the 5'11 freshman, finished with 4. Brogdon, number 11, Ryan Brogdon would finish with let's see, he had 7. Number 24, Chandler Kaiser finished with 8. Number 12, Dawson Morris finished with 3. Number 35, Jamari Stokes, the freshman, finished with 5. Number 20, Jalen Strader, who's playing out there tonight, had 16. And number 30, Whatever Lynch, who also saw action in the first half, had 9. So congratulations to them, and congratulations to Stacy Davis, who picked up her 75th win last season, and with this last week with the Ashland Kittens, and her team starting out 3-0, as they were able to pick up some good wins last week, beat Paintsville, Pikeville, and what a run they had. And hopefully that will continue. They're coming in and playing some great basketball. That's for sure. They are looking very impressive to start the season. We're going to take another break and come back. You're listening to 97.9 The River.
Uncle Paul and Missy's Country Kitchen, located at 230 16th Street in Ashland, is a great place to go for scrumptious home-style cooking and a friendly family atmosphere. Choose from a menu featuring yummy breakfast, tasty soups, salads, sandwiches, and entrees, and don't miss their mouth-watering daily specials. Uncle Paul and Missy's Country Kitchen's open Monday through Saturday from 7 a.m. to 8 p.m., closed on Sunday. Come on down and enjoy a delicious home-cooked meal at Uncle Paul and Missy's Country Kitchen, 230 16th Street in Ashland.
Primary Plus is invested in your health and invested in the health of our communities. With over 14 primary care locations throughout our network, including locations in Ashland, Grayson, South Shore, Vanceburg, and Moorhead, we are more than just a healthcare provider. We are a doctor in the family, caring for every stage of life, including pediatrics, women's health, primary care, mental health, and on-site pharmacies that are open with affordable pricing and exceptional service. Primary Plus is always welcoming new patients. Visit primaryplus.net to learn more about our mission of quality, advanced, affordable health care.
Giovanni's has great Italian dishes. Spaghetti with meat sauce, lasagna, ravioli, manicotti, and baked lasagna. Giovanni's has the best sandwiches around, from the stromboli, Italian sub, calzones, and their signature Big Red. All dinners will be served with hot garlic bread or Italian rolls. Giovanni's Pizza, fresh, hot, and tasty. Have it delivered right to your door. Giovanni's, the Italian place to be.
If you love to travel, Capital One has a rewards credit card that's perfect for you. With the Capital One Venture X card, you earn unlimited double miles on everything you buy. Plus, you get premium benefits at a collection of luxury hotels when you book on Capital One Travel. And with Venture X, you get access to over 1,000 airport lounges worldwide. Open up a world of travel possibilities with the Capital One Venture X card. What's in your wallet?
Terms apply. Lounge access is subject to change. See CapitalOne.com for details.
At Members Choice Credit Union, we believe your money should give you choices. That's why we've created My Choice accounts. Checking, cashback, and savings designed to match the way you live. Whether you're focused on building savings, managing your day-to-day spending, or planning ahead for the future, My Choice gives you the flexibility to do it your way. Take control and make choices that fits you best. Members Choice Credit Union, your money, your future, your choice. Federally insured by the NCUA, Equal Housing Lender.
You took the elevator to the 48th floor and handed him the briefing. Your fingertips touched, sending a shockwave of desire through the air. The room pulsed with a silent craving as he drew you in with his smoldering gaze. Before uttering the words your body ached to hear.
The next train on track 2 is delayed.
And all the while, you were on your commute home. There's more to imagine when you listen. Discover romance titles on Audible.
Now through December 15th, you can win a $200 gift card of your choice from Thoroughbred Express Car Wash. Check out our Facebook page for details and your chance to score big. Searching for the perfect holiday gift? Give them the shine that lasts. A Thoroughbred Express gift card. It's the gift that keeps giving, keeping the ride clean, fresh, and showroom ready all year long. Join the winner's circle this season at Thoroughbred Express Car Wash. Find a location and get rolling at thoroughbredexpress.com.
Hey, Herd Nation. Coach Corny Jackson here. Are you ready to light up the scoreboard?
Marshall lobs to Van Coleman again, and he lays it up. He hits the shot. He draws the foul. Marshall's up 2, and Van Coleman can give the Thundering Herd its biggest lead of the game.
Marshall basketball is back.
Sunbelt Play tips off December 31st against Georgia State. Let's pack the cam. Grab the Sunbelt Conference Pack. Every league home game for just $150.
Get your tickets today at herdzone.com. And let's keep the cam rolling.
No down payment? No problem. Here at KFB, we make homeownership easy with our no down payment home loans. Whether you're buying your first home or ready for something new, KFB is here to guide you every step of the way. Apply today and take the first step towards your dream home with no money down. Restrictions apply. Not all applicants will qualify. KFB, the better bank. Located at Ashland, Catlettsburg, Louisa, Summit, and Wheelersburg. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
You've been thinking about a career change. Collins Career Technical Center is ready to help you make it real. Classes start this January for Heavy Equipment Operation, Truck Driving Academy, and the new Central Sterile Technician Program. Collins offers 18 hands-on career programs in allied health, nursing, public safety, and skilled trades. Financial aid is available for most programs. Get skilled. Get hired. Get ahead. Apply today at collinscc.edu.
The Tomcats play here. 97.9 The River.
We're back. Ashland leading 44-31 at halftime. We got about a minute until the start of the second half. To go through some statistics, first off, looking at Boyd's side, they have Malachi Payne leading the way with 11 points, including 2 3-pointers. Spurlock has 10. Woods has 2, or Woods has 4, Rimmer has 2, and Clark Huff has a pair of free throws, but old boy to throw 2 first half threes, I'll take that. For Ashland, on the other end, it's number 12, Drew Smith, leading the way, and he has 15. Number 32, Caleb Clark, has 13. Number 3, Elijah Neal, has 10. Number 2, Justin Hughes has 4. Number 5, Elijah Owens has 2. Ashland's hit 6 3-pointers, 3 from Caleb Clark and 3 from Drew Smith. Now, if they can come in the second half and do that, that'll be even better. I have Ashland with 5 turnovers, Boyd with 4 in the first half. Foul trouble, Payne and Raridan for Boyd each have 2. For Ashland, Owens, Neal, and Hughes have 2. And want to give a shout out to my good friend John Bush tuning in and certainly wishing him praying for him all the best and recovery. Good to have him on. As now Woods will inbound from Boyd as they'll go left to right on your dial. Ashland will go right to left. On the floor for Boyd, it's Woods, Payne, Raridan, Spurlock, and Rimmer. As Spurlock goes and he's blocked by Hughes. Hughes comes down with it. He took the fadeaway. He blocked a fadeaway. Hughes lobs it over to Payne, or to Clark, though, and he turns it over. Just threw it a little too high, and that's going to be the 6th Tomcat turnover, so Boyd will have it back, 44-31. Ashland leading with 7:46 to go in the third. On the court for the Tomcats, the same starting 5, Neal, Smith, Owens, Clark, and Hughes. Payne with it near midcourt. Will bring it back. Payne crosses over, drives inside, fade away against Neal, airballed. Hughes deflects it into the hands of Owens, and he gives it to Neal. Ashland basketball here in the second half. Neal will be met by Payne at midcourt, both the teams employing a man-to-man. Neal isolated on the near side. Now Hughes runs up, gives it over to Woods, and Hughes drives it inside, picks up his dribble, gives it back to Smith for the 3. Off, rebound by Woods. He goes down court to Payne, who's streaking. He brings it back. Payne is cat quick out there. He misses a shot, though. Tried an acrobatic move. Ashland now the other way. Smith against Raridan. Kicks it out. Owens is open for 3. In and out and back out. And it's rebounded by Woods. 44-31 Ashland. 6:46 to go here in the third. Woods near midcourt. He's guarded by Hughes. Woods attacks from the left side. Cut off. Gives it back out to Raridan. He drives. Gives it out to Payne. He's cut off by Neal and over to Rimmer on the near side. Rimmer, they switch Neal on him. He drives, kicks it out. Raridan's open for 3, and it's off. Rebound tipped up and into the hands of Smith. Smith now guarded by Spurlock. Screen coming from Clark. Smith fakes Spurlock, goes up and blocked by Spurlock into the hands of Hughes. He gives it out. Clark drives against Rimmer, wide open, lays it in. Faked out Rimmer and got to the bucket. 15 for CC. Ashland at their largest lead, 46-31 in the second half. Payne inside to Rimmer. He's guarded by Clark. Goes up, turn around, jump hook off. Rebound tipped out to Payne. He drives against Neal and cut off, and Neal picks up his third foul. So that'll be 3 fouls on Elijah Neal, and in will come number 20, Jalen Strader, the freshman. So Neal with 3 fouls now, and again, kind of had his arm up or out, a little out of position, which hurt. I think it's thrown into Spurlock against Owens. Spurlock drives, spins, he's cut off, gives it out to Raritan, and over to Woods on the near side. Spurlock now has it in the near post. He drives inside, little jump hook is good. Spurlock with 12, 46-33 Ashland here in the third. Owens the other way against Rimmer, lays it up and in. Elijah Owens with 4, it's 48-33 Ashland, 5:30 to go in the third. Payne has it against Strader. His team down 15 with 5:25 to go in the third. Rimmer inside, misses a shot, gets his own rebound though, and Clark fouls him. He did. He got him on the wrist. And that's going to be, or no, they're going to call that on Owens. That's going to be his third. 48-33 as Ashland's in the lead with 5:19 to go here in the third. Owens is going to stay out. So now it's Boyd will have it. Woods to inbound on his own. Under the sideline, he throws it into Spurlock, misses a reverse lay-in. Rebound by Smith. He goes down the other way, over to Clark against Rimmer. Clark 3, got it! Jalen Clark has 18, and Ashland takes a 51-33 lead here in the third quarter. Payne against Strader inside, got it and got fouled. Malachi Payne will go to the free throw line for 2 shots. Again, that kid is so quick, how he gets down court. It's hard to keep up with him. He's picked up many buckets just on the run out. That foul's going to go against Strader, his first, but Payne misses a free throw, and Smith will be there to rebound it. Boyd, 5 for 8 from the line tonight. They were 22-24 coming in. Clark now against Rimmer. Up top, Clark looking. It's 51-35 Ashland here in the third. Gives it to Strader on the cut. He takes the jumper and connects. Jalen Strader, his first bucket. Ashland up 53-35 here with 4:36 to go in the third. Payne against Strader, drives it inside. He's cut off, going to give it out to Rimmer. He takes the jumper from just in front of the three-point arc, misses, and it's rebounded to Smith. He's going to run it down court over to Clark. He drives inside. Clark against Rimmer, goes up for point number 20. Caleb Clark, 55-35 Ashland here with 4:14 to go in the third. The Tomcats putting it on here tonight is now Payne has it. He's going to step way back, take the three, and it's airballed. Boyd just looking really out of rhythm right now as number 12, Clark Huff, will check in for the Lions. Timeout called by Boyd. We're going to be right back here on 97.9 The River.
Catch all the action of Ashland Tomcats basketball all season long on your radio home for the Tomcats 97.9 The River. The River has you covered for each and every Tomcats basketball game, both home and away, as the Tomcats look to bring home another championship. Download the app today or listen online at 979theriver.com. Ashland Tomcats basketball on 97.9 The River is sponsored by Kentucky Farmers Bank, McLeod's Body Shop, and Community Trust Bank. Ashland Tomcats basketball from Kindred Communications.
The Tomcats play here. 97.9 The River.
We're back. I'll admit this is not what I expected. Ashland leading 55-35 with 4:05 to go in the third quarter. Boyd's just part of it. Boyd's missed a lot of three-point shots. I mean, Ashland has played really well shooting the basketball. They've hit 7 3-pointers, 7 threes for the Tomcats. Boyd has just not been able to get into a rhythm, and Ashland's guards have been beating them down the court. I just feel like Ashland's done a really good job just utilizing their athleticism in this one. On Boyd's side, Payne is getting loose at times. Payne is leading the way for them as he has 12-15 right now, but Ashland has just been getting it done on that front. As now Ashland have the basketballs. Strader will have it. He's going to bring it up against Payne. He's cut off, feeds it over to Clark in the post. Clark brings it back. He's going to drive inside, loses the handle, picks it up, gives it out to Hughes on the near wing, and up to Strader. Strader guarded by Payne. Boyd in a man-to-man. Ashland by 20 with 3:42 to go in the third. Strader brings it out, gives it to Smith against Spurlock. Smith will bring it out. Smith drives it inside. Smith to the bucket, goes up. Tough shot, missed it, but got fouled. Tried to go around, tried to use his body to shield off Spurlock and try to lay up from the outside, but wasn't able to get it to go. And now, but that's going to be Spurlock's first foul, the team first for Boyd. Smith's going to go to the free throw line. He cans the first one. Smith, who led the team with 81% free throw shooting last season, he's going to get one more. Drew Smith, it's 56-35 Ashland. Make it 57-35 Ashland with 3:32 to go here in the third. Payne bringing it up as he'll be met by Strader. And the man-to-man, Neal on the bench with 3 fouls. Clark now switches off onto Payne. They give it over. Spurlock for 3, and he gets it over the outstretched arm of Justin Hughes. 57-38 Ashland with 3:15 to go here in the third. Strader now guarded by Payne. He's going to drive it inside. Strader may have a step. He gets stripped out, but Payne will pick up his third foul with 3:09 to go in the third. Second team, Ashland with 3 fouls right now as a team. Boyd with 2. We may have a bonus situation later as in this quarter, as now that's going to send Strader to the free throw line. Strader, who scored 16 points for the Tomcats in the JV game, he's going to get 2 coming up. His first is good. Strader, who also played some good minutes against Fairview Friday and Lloyd Memorial Saturday. He's got 1 more coming up. Actually, Strader was given the belt for 13 points and 6 assists Friday against Fairview. His second shot's good. Strader with 4 now since he's come in on the bench here in the third quarter. 59-38 Ashland with 3:03 to go in the third. Payne running the point. He's going to stay. Well, pretty much has to with 3 fouls now. Over to Woods on the far side. Woods against Clark. 2:55 to go in the third. Woods feeds it underneath to Raritan. He puts it up and in for his first bucket. 59-40 Ashland with 2:48 to go here in the third. Strader guarded by Payne full court. And he's going to lob it over to Owens. Owens against Huff. Huff cuts him off. Owens loses the handle, gets double, gives it over to Smith. He's open for 3, and that one went way off, rebounded by Huff. 59-40 Ashland here, 2:26 to go in the third. Huff goes coast to coast and lays it in for his 4th point. It's 59-42 Ashland, 2:19 to go in the third. Strader against Payne, gives it over to Clark on the far side. Far wing brings it back out. Clark guarded by Woods. Clark drives it inside, fakes Woods, not going for him. Gives it to Cutting Hughes, out to Strader for 3, in and out. Rebound by Hughes. Lobs it over to, lobs it over to Payne. Payne drives inside against Smith. Tough shot, and he gets it to go. Malachi Payne, and that's 6 in a row for Boyd. 1:49 to go here in the third. It's 59-44 Ashland. Strader against Payne. Tries to drive, picks up his dribble instead, gives it over to Smith, who's guarded by Woods at midcourt. Smith looking to drive. Goes on the wing. He's cut off, and they double him. He lobs it over to Strader. Extra pass to Owens, and they're going to call Owens. He dunked it, but they call him for traveling. 7th Ashland turnover. As Neal coming in, and out will go Strader. 1:30 to go in the third. Ashland leading 59-44, but Boyd on a 6-0 run. Neal in with 3 fouls, as is Malachi Bain of Boyd County. As it's lobbed in to Payne, and he'll be met by Drew Smith at the far side at half court. Screen coming from Huff. Payne brings it back to the near side. He's guarded by Clark. And he'll bring it back up and give it over to Woods. Woods guarded by Neal. Drives it in. Woods to the bucket. Lays it up and in. 8-0 run for Boyd. And it's back to 13. Ashland's biggest lead was at 59-38. It's now 59-46. Neal against Payne. Call the play. And Neal with it at midcourt. Ashland up by 13. He's going to lob it inside to Clark, who misses the shot. Clark underneath, gets it to go, and gets fouled. Gets the rebounder. No! They're going to call Clark for a foul. I don't know. They're saying he got him on the face. Again, that's one I'd have to see a replay, but Clark had it under there, got his own rebound, and made it, but thought got fouled. Raritan in the corner has it. He's going to miss the three. Clark the other way now. Down court to Owens. He goes against Raritan. Lobs it to Clark, and this time gets it to go. CC with 22 for Ashland, and it's 61-46. Ashland ending a Boyd 8-0 run here late in the third quarter. Payton against Smith. Tomcats no more fouls to give, by the way. Gets it out. Raritan's three is off. Rebound by Spurlock. Boyd missing some shots they normally make. Spurlock hits the turnaround jumper. And Spurlock, I have it at 17. 4 seconds to go. Smith throws it down and gets fouled. Throws it down court and that's going to go against Spurlock, his second, the team's third. 3.5 seconds to go. Ashland will have it at midcourt. So now Smith will inbound it. He's going to look. He's going to get it into Owens, who deflected, though, and into the hands of Huff. Hughes gets it back at the buzzer, keeps it from midcourt, and misses. So we're going to be back here at the end of 3. We'll be back here on 97.9 The River.
Texting privacy policy and terms and conditions posted at radiodirect.com/privacy. Texting enrolls for recurring automated text marketing messages. Message and data rates may apply. Reply stop to opt out. Text help for help. Consult a doctor prior to use.
Wow, you look amazing. What have you been doing?
You've heard of Ozempic, Wegovy, and the other GLP-1 medications that are all over the news, right? Well, I found this great company called Zelfie, and if you qualify, you can get medications like Ozempic and Wegovy and other GLP-1s at 80 to 90% savings without insurance, all 100% online.
Wait, I can get GLP-1 medications for 80 to 90% less and do it all online? No long wait at the doctor's office or pharmacy?
Yes, Zelfie can provide semaglutide and tirzepatide, the active ingredients in Ozempic and other expensive GLP-1s, for 80 to 90% less and shipped direct to your door.
Amazing. How do I get started?
Just send them a text.
Text SLIM to 797979 to get started today with Zelfie. Get the same active ingredients in Wegovy or Ozempic for 80 to 90% less, 100% online. Don't wait. Text SLIM to 797979 right now for your exclusive offer. Text SLIM to 797979. That's SLIM to 797979.
These statements and products have not been evaluated or approved by the FDA for weight loss.
Ashland Tomcat basketball action on 97.9 The River.
61-48, Ashland in the lead over Boyd to start the fourth quarter. However, Boyd with a little bit of momentum. They are on a 10-2 run right now. And it started really when Elijah Neal picked up his third foul in the third quarter. It's Neal and Payne, the point guards for each team, each on the court with 3 fouls. But it's been Caleb Clark who's been feeling it tonight for Ashland. He has 4 3-pointers, along with, he has 22 overall. So what a night for 22 points for Caleb Clark. What a night for him. Drew Smith with 15 for Ashland, and 4 big points from Jalen Strader off the bench in the absence of Neal. On the court for Ashland, it's going to be Neal, Smith, Owens, Hughes, and Clark. For Boyd, it's going to be Payne, Raritan, Woods, Spurlock, and Rimmer. And Ashland turns it over. 18 turnovers. Spurlock now down to Huff on the run against Clark. Puts it up, misses it inside. Missed a gimme. Rebound by Clark. Ashland up by 13 with 7:36 to go. Clark screens. They guarded by Huff now. Or Neal, I'm sorry. Neal takes it in. Tough shot against Huff. Misses it. Tipped up and in by Elijah Owens. 63-48 Ashland here in the fourth. Payne bringing it against Smith. Back to Spurlock from way back. Misses the 3. Raritan tips the rebound up and over to himself. Over to Huff for 3. Off. Rebound goes to Raritan, and he stripped out and into the hands of Smith. Down court. Owens on the run. Lays it in. He has 8 now, including the first 4 of this quarter. Ashland up 65-48 with 6:55 to go here in the fourth. Payne with the basketball for Boyd. Spurlock coming up to set the screen. Payne goes around wide open. Some kind of miscommunication, and Payne hits his third 3. 65-51 Ashland here in the fourth. Neal drives it against Payne. He's cut off, brings it out, drives inside, feeds it back to Smith, weaves through traffic, and he's fouled. Or no, they're going to call Smith for an offensive foul. That's going to be Smith's first, the team's first. So Boyd will have it back with 6:33 to go in the fourth at 65-51 Ashland. Ashland's led by as much as 21 here tonight. Neal for Ashland with 3 fouls. Payne for Boyd with 3. As Payne brings it up, and he'll be guarded by Smith. Payne gives it around to Huff. He takes the 3 and misses. Spurlock underneath, tips it up and in, and he's fouled. Jacob Spurlock getting the work done on the offensive glass, and he has 19 now. So it's 65-53 Ashland, and Spurlock's got one more coming. Spurlock, who's nearly automatic from the free throw line over the course of his career. He's a Mr. He's a Mr. Basketball candidate, and there's a reason for that. He's going to miss that one, though, and it's rebounded by Hughes. Neal against Payne, gives it to Smith. Ashland leading by 12 with 6 minutes to go in the fourth. Smith out, looking to drive. He does. He posts up against Payne, picks up his dribble and gives it out. As that's Owens against Remmer. Drives it inside, fakes Remmer, blocked by Remmer though. And now he gets the basketball. Boyd down 12 with 5:52 to go in the fourth. Payne with it against Smith. Drives inside, tries to bully his way in. He's cut off, back out to Remmer. And back to Payne here with 5:40 to go in the third. Ashland by 12. Over to Spurlock. As they switch Clark on him. Spurlock drives, spins. It's deflected out. Boyd County turnover down court. Owens snaps it. Elijah Owens with 6 points in this quarter. And Ashland up 67-53. Boyd goes right back down to Remmer. He goes up and scores. Ashland celebrated that one a little too much, and Remmer beat everybody back. Smith open for 3, missed it, tipped up into the hands of Woods of Boyd. 67-55 Ashland, over 5 to go. Woods driving the other way. Picks up his dribble and lobs it back out. Payne's open, misses a shot. Rebound by Spurlock, and basket off. They're going to call a foul against Ashland on the floor. I thought Spurlock might have been over the back, but I don't think that was the case. They're going to call Ashland, and that's going to be against Hughes. That's going to be his fourth. 67-55 Ashland, 5:01 to go in the fourth. Payne to inbound. He finds Remmer wide open underneath, and he lays it in. 67-57 Ashland. 4:55 to go in this one. Neal guarded by Payne. As Neal, it's Clark coming up to set a screen. Boyd staying in that man-to-man. Neal to the bucket, and reverse laying is good. Neal with 12, 69-57 Ashland with 4:35 to go in the fourth. Payne the other way, drives against Smith, goes up, he's blocked but fouled by Smith. And that's going to be, Ashland's fourth team foul. So Ashland's got to be careful here. And that's going to be the second foul against Smith, and that will send Malachi Payne to the free throw line for the Lions. Payne was 4 of 5 in his first 2 games from the free throw line. He's not 3 of 4 so far tonight. He's going to have 2 coming up, and he's going to miss the first. Boyd now with 5 of 10 from the line. I have them at. One more coming up from Payne, and that's uncharacteristic. Payne's going to hit the second one. That's the thing. They've missed some shots tonight they normally hit. 69-58 Ashland with 4:31 to go in the fourth. We'll be right back on 97.9 The River.
It's Christmas season, and M&K Maytag in Proctorville has you on the nice list. That means great end-of-the-year savings. Store-wide. It's the perfect time to upgrade your appliances. And with Christmas savings, M&K is making it easier than ever. Dishwashers, refrigerators, ranges, washers, dryers. You'll find it all at M&K Maytag in Proctorville. The list has been made, it's been checked twice, and end-of-the-year savings are yours at M&K Maytag in Proctorville. Online at mnkmaytag.com.
Ashland Tomcat basketball action on 97.9 The River.
We're back here on 97.9 The River. It's 69-58. Ashland leading with 4:31 to go here in the fourth quarter. As on the court for the Tomcats right now, it's going to be Neal, Smith, Hughes, Owens, and Clark. Ashland will have the basketball. Hughes has to be careful with 4 fouls, as Neal and Owens has 3. Payne has 3 for Boyd. Neal, with 4:26 to go in the game, brings it. He'll be guarded by Payne. Clark sets the screen. Neal around it, guarded by Huff. Feeds it over to Owens in the wing. He takes it against Rimmer. Turnaround mid-range shot, missed. Clark there to tip it up. Owens nearly got it, but it gets deflected over to Spurlock. He has it against Justin Hughes. Pulls up for three, misses. Rebound tipped up, and Clark will get it. He gets it over to Drew Smith. Ashland up by 11 with the basketball. Smith. Remember, it was just recently Ashland and Boyd played. Ashland is up 12 at this point, and they lost. Neal now against Huff. Has it. Brings it out. Ashland 69-58, 3:38 to go in this one. Neal constructing, and he'll drive and give it out to Smith. Open for three. Got it! Drew Smith with 20. And it's a 72-58 Ashland lead here with 3:25 to go in the fourth. Payne against Smith. Rimmer coming up to set a screen. They switch Hughes on Payne. He's going to drive against Hughes. Fakes Hughes out. Misses a shot. Rebound by Drew Smith. And he's going to push. Smith drives inside. Feeds it to Clark underneath. Goes up. Misses a shot. Gets his own board and scores. 24 points for CC now. And Ashland leads 74-58 with 3 minutes to go. Woods the other way. Goes off a Huff screen. Woods takes the three and misses. Rebound by Smith. 2:49 to go in this one. Smith against Spurlock takes it. He's going to go inside. Wide open. He gets the layup. Smith just beat him off the dribble. And he now has 22. Woods open for Boyd. Takes the three. Misses that. Rebound by Spurlock. He takes a quick jump shot and hits it. 21 for Spurlock. Ashland 76-60. Here with 2:31 to go. We'll be right back on 97.9 The River.
Is your car ready for fall and winter driving? Now's the time to let TikTok Tire winterize your car, truck, or SUV. They got what you need. Tires, wipers, batteries, all ready to beat the cold before it beats you. Don't wait for a breakdown in the snow. TikTok Tire will get you fall and winter driving ready. Their customer service can't be beat. TikTok Tire, trusted by the Tri-State since 1955. TikTok Tire, 2102 3rd Avenue, Huntington. Phone 304-525-7831. Scott and the TikTok Tire team will take care of you.
The Tomcats play here. 97.9 The River.
We're back at 76-60 Ashland with 2:31 to go here in the ball game. And it's been Caleb Clark and Drew Smith for Ashland. Clark with 24, Smith with 22. And they've been leading the way. And Elijah Owens has 10 tonight, but 6 in this quarter. But Ashland just right now, they led. Their biggest lead was 59-38 over Boyd earlier on in the third quarter. Boyd would close out and cut the lead to 11 at one point. They started to come back and threaten, but Ashland's been able to push it back out. It's really been the athleticism of the Tomcats, but they're shooting the ball a lot better tonight than they were early on. I have them at 8 3-pointers. That comes between two different players. As now Boyd will inbound on the court for the Tomcats. It's Owens, Hughes, Neal, Smith, and Clark. As Boyd County fans start to head out, as now Huff will inbound for the Lions. It's him for Boyd. It's him, Huff, Spurlock, Payne, Raritan, and Woods. As Ashland gets it into Neal. He's doubled immediately over to Clark. Boyd pressing. Neal lobs it over to Smith at midcourt. Smith against Spurlock, brings it out. Boyd in a man-to-man still, and Smith loses the ball. That's going to turn it back over to Boyd. 76-60, Spurlock to inbound on the near side. 9th Tomcat turnover. And Payne throws it down to Huff, who drives inside, misses the shot. Rebound underneath by Owens. He gives it over to Neal. Neal double team, fights through it, goes down court to a wide open Justin Hughes, and he lays it in. Hughes is 6 points, 78-60 Ashland. 1:55 to go in the fourth. Payne against Smith, goes in, goes up, fouled, but see, that's going to go to the free throw line. That's going to go against Smith, his third, team fifth. So regardless of calling it in the act of shoot, that's going to be Payne going to the line for 2 shots. So Ashland jumped out to a 9-0 lead early and hardly looked back. as now Payne will hit the first. Payne leading the way for Boyd. As I make it one more, have Payne at 23. 78-62 Ashland. Neal through a double team. Down court to Clark underneath, who lays it in. This team is just so athletic. 26 points for Caleb Clark. 80-62 Ashland. 1:40 to go here in the fourth. As they go up, Spurlock's wide open, and he'll hit the three. Spurlock for 22. Neal down, hustling the other way. Beats the press, but brings it back. 80-65 Ashland, over a minute to go. Neal out to Smith and down to Hughes on the wing. Back up to Smith. It's doubled, lobs it over to Neal. Neal to the bucket, brings it back. And Spurlock Boyd fouling now. And that's going to be the first team foul for the Lions here with 1:10 to go in the fourth quarter. That's going to be the third foul. So the third foul on number 14, Ethan Raridan of Boyd. As Ashland lobs it in. Smith, what the heck? He's going to try one. He misses it. Rebound by Raridan. 1:04 to go here in this one. Payne down court, takes the three. And that one's going to bounce up and off. Spurlock with the offensive rebound. Goes up and in. 24 for Spurlock. And it's going to be thrown into Smith. Through the traffic and gets fouled. Immediately, that's only going to be the second team foul, though. That's going to be Spurlock's third. Here with 49 seconds left, 80-67, Ashland leading here in the fourth quarter. Clark to inbound. He looks and he finds Neal. Neal takes it in, guarded by Woods. Brings it out over to Owens. And he's going to go through the double team, goes up and misses it, but there to get it is Clark for 28. 82-67 Tomcats. Under 30 seconds to go. Spurlock inside, gets the bucket. He has 26, 82-69 Ashland. 20 seconds to go, and Neal's fouled, but again, the third team foul against Boyd. They got one more to get before Ashland is in the bonus. So that's going to be the second on Woods. It's gone Gunnar Woods, his second team foul, number 3. Owens inbounds it to Smith, who's guarded by Woods. Smith throws it over to Neal at midcourt. Huff tries to get deflect, but misses, and Neal will bring it back up. Boyd won't foul, and Ashland will pull this one out. 82-69 to improve to 4-0 against the Boyd County Lions, who will fall to 2-1. We're going to take a break and come back here on 97.9 The River.
Metro Community Federal Credit Union now brings you all the tech that big banks have, but still has that personal touch of a member-owned community credit union. Apple Pay? Got it. Digital wallet? Yep. Message pay by text, online loan payments, even chatting with a real person, not a bot. Open accounts, sign documents, and manage your money all online. It's the big bank tech you need from the local community-minded credit union you trust. Metro Community FCU. Visit metrocommunityfcu.com today.
Primary Plus is invested in your health and invested in the health of our communities. With over 14 primary care locations throughout our network, including locations in Ashland, Grayson, South Shore, Vanceburg, and Moorhead, we are more than just a healthcare provider. We are a doctor in the family, caring for every stage of life, including pediatrics, women's health, primary care, mental health, and on-site pharmacies that are open with affordable pricing and exceptional service. Primary Plus is always welcoming new patients. Visit primaryplus.net to learn more about our mission of quality, advanced, affordable health care.
Earn more with 4 at the best community bank in the Kanawha Valley, Poca Valley Bank. Poca Valley Bank is now offering a certificate of deposit special, 10-month APY, annual percentage yield 4%. Take advantage of this great rate to grow your savings. For more information, stop by one of the 8 Poca Valley Bank locations today. Poca Valley Bank, where relationships matter.
Certain terms and conditions apply. Rates based on minimum annual percentage yield, subject to change without notice. Minimum deposit required of $10,000 of new money not currently on deposit with Poca Valley Bank to receive APY. Member FDIC.
At home or at work, in the car or at the gym, there's nothing more convenient than the fast service and the quality products brought to you by Tyler Mountain Water and Coffee. If you're always on the go with family, friends, co-workers, and business associates, give Tyler Mountain Water and Coffee a chance. They have everything that you need, from filtration coolers, coffee for your work, at-home delivery, and 8-ounce, 10-ounce, and half-liter bottles, or by the pallet. Tyler Mountain Water and Coffee, where great taste just comes naturally. Visit us at TylerMountainWater.com.
The Tomcats play here. 97.9 The River.
We're back. The Tomcats picking up an 82-69 victory against Boyd County. And Tomcats controlled this one almost start to finish. And, I mean, it shocked me. I mean, the way this – I mean, Ashland winning wouldn't be – I mean, they're both good basketball teams, but to win in the fashion they did, Ashland scored the first 9 of the game. Boyd would threaten a little bit, in particular with offensive rebounds in the first half. They fight and keep it about a double-digit game for the most part. But then the second half was when it got ugly. Ashland would take a 44-31 lead into the second and then would build it out to as large as 58-39 in the third quarter as they led over as they led by 21 over Boyd County in the third. But Boyd, of course, would continue to fight. They go on an 8-0 run to cut the lead to 59-46 over Ashland's lead. Ashland, though, would continue to stretch it back out. Boyd started to threaten with their pressure, especially when Elijah Neal picked up his third foul. Jalen Strader came off the bench and provided 4 points for Ashland. But, again, a big win for the Tomcats here. We're going to take a break here. I'll go through some individual numbers, actually, instead. I'm going through and tabulating everything. But, what a night for the Tomcats as Clark finished with 28, Smith with 22, Owens with 10, Neal with 12, Hughes with 6, Strader with 4. For Boyd, Spurlock 28, Woods with 6, Raritan 2, Payne had 23, Rimmer with 6, and Huff with 4. So Tomcats pick up an 82-69 win over Boyd. We're going to take a break and have Coach Ryan Bonner back here shortly. You're listening to 97.9 The River.
Drive home a winner all season long with your trusted Toyota dealer, Toyota of Ashland. Visit them at 3503 Winchester Avenue, Ashland, Kentucky. Give them a call at 606-744-2727 or visit them at toyotaofashland.com. They look forward to seeing you soon.
Hey, it's Big John here. We're with Parlor Sue's Junk. Got to talk about Christmas.
Santa and Christmas are coming to town here at Sue's. We've got Christmas trees in the box. We've got brand new ornaments in the box. Not only Christmas decor, your Christmas gifts. Sue's is always that one-stop place to come and get those unique gifts for somebody, or even a gift card for that hard to buy for a person.
Visit Sue's Junk, 459 Camden Road, Huntington.
Ladies, prioritizing your health starts with Marshall OBGYN. From screening exams to disease prevention to management of reproductive problems, our team offers a complete range of services for women of all ages. Thinking about growing your family? Marshall OBGYN's physicians are experienced in providing you the support you need for normal or high-risk pregnancies in a friendly, family-oriented environment. Learn more at marshallhealth.org/OBGYN.
This Christmas, shop local and give the gift of beer. Kerber Beer Company is now canning their own brews. Perfect for stocking stuffers, Christmas parties, and holiday cheers. Grab a Kerber shirt, hoodie, jacket, hat, beer glass, or gift card for the beer lover in your life. And don't forget to bring a Kerber growler to the Christmas party. It's the hit of every holiday get-together. Kerber Beer Company, Brady Street in Barboursville. From our village to your glass. KerberBeer.com.
Texting privacy policy and terms and conditions posted at radiodirect.com/privacy. Texting enrolls for recurring automated text marketing messages. Message and data rates may apply. Reply stop to opt out. Text help for help. Consult a doctor prior to use.
Wow, you look amazing. What have you been doing?
You've heard of Ozempic, Wegovy, and the other GLP-1 medications that are all over the news, right? Well, I found this great company called Zelfie. And if you qualify, you can get medications like Ozempic and Wegovy and other GLP-1s at 80 to 90% savings without insurance. All 100% online.
Wait, I can get GLP-1 medications for 80 to 90% less and do it all online? No long wait at the doctor's office or pharmacy?
Yes. Plus, Zelfie can provide semaglutide and tirzepatide, the active ingredients in Ozempic and other expensive GLP-1s, for 80 to 90% less and shipped direct to your door.
Amazing. How do I get started?
Just send them a text.
Text SLIM to 797979 to get started today with Zelfie. Get the same active ingredients in Wegovy or Ozempic for 80 to 90% less, 100% online. Don't wait. Text SLIM to 797979 right now for your exclusive offer. Text SLIM to 797979. That's SLIM to 797979.
These statements and products have not been evaluated or approved by the FDA for weight loss.
When the game is on the line, you need reliability and your trusted Toyota dealer. Drive home a winner with Toyota of Ashland. Visit them at 3503 Winchester Avenue, Ashland, Kentucky. Give them a call at 606-744-2727 or online at toyotaofashland.com.
Looking for a secure savings account? Come to Desco Federal Credit Union and explore our latest offers. With great rates and top-of-the-line personnel, Desco insures your money for at least $1 million. Relax and put your money where you know it's safe and growing. Desco Federal Credit Union is located at 1211 Carter Avenue and other locations in Ohio and West Virginia. Stop in or go online. An account at Desco is just what you need. DescoFCU.org.
FIFA World Cup 2026 is coming soon, but your opportunity to be there starts now through an exclusive offer with an eligible Bank of America Visa credit card. For a limited time, become a new customized Cash Rewards or unlimited Cash Rewards Visa credit card holder, and you will be eligible for a chance to purchase FIFA World Cup 2026 tickets. Learn more at BofA.com/cardFWC26. What would you like the power to do? Bank of America, proud to be the official bank of FIFA World Cup 2026. Bank of America N.A. in partnership with Visa. Terms apply. Warrants reserved.
Our Kendrick Communications family of stations reminds you of the need for blood donations to the Red Cross. Blood is always needed. It may save your life or the life of a loved one. This reminder is brought to you in part by
Classic Liquors, your adult beverage headquarters in Huntington, Canova. Classic Liquors, simply the best. Smokin' Jay's Rib and Brew House, the Tri-State's best barbecue and ribeye, U.S. Route 60, Ashland, Kentucky. Smokin' Jay's, come fire it up. And Arrowhead Land Company's Team Wit. Call 937-545-7764. Online at arrowheadlandcompany.com.
Ashland Tomcat basketball action on 97.9 The River.
We're back here on 97.9 The River. Ashland picks up an 82-69 win over Boyd County here at home. And the Tomcats led by Caleb Clark, 28 points that he had. What a game, too. But the Tomcats coming in with, and I've got head coach Ryan Bonner with me. And Ryan, first off, I mean, start to finish, what a way to execute.
Yeah, I thought, I know at times our pace gets so frenetic and so crazy that I think we have a tendency to play a little reckless and we get a little bit careless with the basketball. But and I could go through all the little mistakes and things that I think that we can do better. But we're 4-0 in the effort category. There hasn't been one team that we've played that at the end of the game, as a staff, we say, man, they played harder than we did. Mm-hmm. We absolutely played harder than Boyd County did tonight, and that's I can say that with honesty. Now, had they outplayed us, I would have sat here and said the same thing. I would have said, you know what, Boyd played harder than we did tonight. But we, I just think we're winning the effort category right now, and that's a good foundation as we forge ahead. Because the challenge doesn't stop, you know. And I told our guys in the locker room, we're not going to have a parade every time we win a game, and we're not going to have a funeral every time we lose a game. Let's enjoy this moment together as a team, and then let's figure out how we're going to beat Powell County on Friday.
Mm-hmm. Yes, and Powell, a very good team too. As Boyd coming in, you saw how well they were doing offensively. And you guys start the game off on a 9-0 run, which, of course, is a good thing, but I was thinking, well, we started out leading 8-0 when we played them in 2023, and they beat us 88-80. So what was running through your mind when you started off such a big run?
I was very pleased. Obviously, you always are pleased when you come out ready to play and ready to go, but I was just hopeful that our defense would continue to stack stops. We had 4 kills in the first half. And for those listening that might not know what a kill defensively is when we get 3 consecutive defensive stops in a row. A stop, a stop, and a stop. We call that a kill. And we try to get at least 6 every game. I believe we got 8 tonight. And, you know, we've never lost a game when we've got 6 or more kills in a game. And just really pleased with our defensive effort tonight. You know, Jacob Spurlock finished with 28. But I felt like it was an earned 28. Outside of a couple of possessions there in the fourth quarter, we let him get loose. I felt like we made him earn everything. You know, just a total team effort, and that's what I love about this bunch. Our chemistry and our connection right now is as good as I've ever seen in my 12 years at Ashland. And these guys love each other. Drew Smith and all those guys sent me a picture this morning. It was about 8 o'clock this morning of the whole team together in Chick-fil-A this morning. They ate breakfast before they came over to school. So a connected team is a committed team, and that's what I'm seeing right now.
Yeah, and the second quarter comes, and I mean, Boyd starts to pick up some momentum. They get some offensive rebounds that go their way, and you start to see, but Ashland just continues to respond. And I mentioned tonight, we were talking beforehand how with the starters were 4 of 22 from three-point range coming into this one. And tonight, I don't have exact totals on it, but you had Clark that hit 4 and Smith that hit 4 of them. So you have plenty from downtown.
Yeah, just, you know, these guys make my job on the offensive end so easy, because all I have to really do is just get them spread and get the floor spaced and just let them go. And what I have found, the more I just stay out of their way, the better they are offensively. And Elijah Neal is becoming a true floor general. I can turn a possession completely over to him and know and trust that whatever he decides is probably what's best for the team at that moment. I'm really happy right now for our team. This was really important for us, and just tickled to death.
Yeah, as Ashland and Ron, when you guys get your biggest lead was at 59-38. Boyd starts to come back a little bit. They go on an 8-0 run. You can feel some momentum swinging in their direction. And what did you tell the team? What did you guys talk about in huddle, especially with Clark or Neal in foul trouble?
Yeah, we were getting a little loose defensively. Our switching was becoming a little bit lazy, and that was creating space for them to get their shot off. And we just really emphasized being a little bit more connected on our switches, communicating a little bit better, and just tightening it up on the defensive end, because you can't, when you're playing a team like Boyd that has so much offensive firepower, you can't take a play off, because if you take a play off, that turns into an 8-0 run in the snap of a finger. And our guys learned that tonight. We'll be better because of going through that, and we'll show it to them on film. But they responded the right way. At halftime, our big point of emphasis was we got to win the first 4 minutes of this third quarter. The first 4 minutes is everything. And this bunch, just their response is perfect.
Yes, and Coach Bonner, thank you so much, man. What a night, good win. And any final comments before Powell County?
I want to thank the community for their support tonight. It was awesome. You know, one of my messages to our team yesterday was we wanted to display, we don't get to play at home very often, so we wanted to display our brand of basketball to our community. And hopefully with that performance tonight, that gets people excited about Ashland basketball. And I want to see the stands like this when we come back here for the AIT.
Yeah, couldn't move in here tonight. It was packed seat to seat. Well, Coach Bonner, we want to say thank you for all you do. And Tomcats improving to 4-0 tonight, as we got Caleb Clark here.
Thanks, Tom.
Coming up, CC. Thank you, Coach. As now Caleb Clark getting on. What a play from him. What a game he had. But CC, who last week we celebrated his commitment to his commitment to Cumberland University in Tennessee, and now CC here, 82-69. Yeah, and a big shout out behind the Director of Basketball Operations, Luke Mays, here with us as well. And Caleb, first off, you come in tonight. I mean, everybody knows Boyd's a good team. They're top 25 just about every year. What was your point of emphasis coming in?
usually they like to let me shoot the outside ball, and they left me wide open, so I figured if they're going to do that, I might as well just pull up and hit the three-point shot instead of going to the rim. So if they pull up on me when I'm trying to shoot the three-point shot, I can just go by them, if that makes sense.
Yeah, you had 5 3-pointers last year against them in the regional final. Tonight you had 4 and finished with 28 points. And talk about when you guys get up early, and of course they're going to take a big counter punch. They're making a run in the second, trying to get back in it. They get some offensive rebounds. What's going through your mind out there?
At halftime, we punched them in the mouth, and at halftime our coach was talking about the score 0-0 in the second half. So pretty much what he was saying is we got to be all gas, no brakes. And us doing that, I think we definitely handled business doing that. And, us doing that, I think we can beat a lot of ranked teams in the state and also make a big run in late February and early March.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and this week, coming in, what was it like? Because you had to guard Jacob Spurlock's son for the game. Spurlock, who finished with 28, but had to work for a lot of that. Of course, Spurlock, one of the best players in Kentucky, no doubt. Guarding him, what was your mentality?
He's a great player. Coach Bonner, he was also emphasizing that we have to, shadow him, which means face guard him the whole game. And he's definitely hard to guard off the ball, too. So not only do I have to focus on that, I also have to focus on getting rebounds because I'm the tallest player on the team. And that's what my team relies on me for.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and the last question for you, CC, any shout-outs you want to give?
Shout out to Luke Mays, also, again, my teammates, Coach Bonner, Coach Lemaster, all the other coaches, especially T-Dot, T. Lee. I love those guys, Coach Nick. They've definitely helped me get to where I'm at, and I just want to thank them.
Awesome. Well, CC, thank you for being on. We appreciate you, man, and all you do. Final score, 82-69. Ashland with a win over Boyd County. We want to say thank you all for tuning in. Thank you to Lowell Austin on Switchboard. God bless you. Good night, everybody, here on 97.9 The River.